Pisces, hi. So this is going to be a reading for February 7th through the 13th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Pisces. What's going on? What? Nah. Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the Ace of Swords. Somebody wants to do something about something, and they're gonna. And I have the feeling that someone is you. In the recent past, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Swords. Now that's kind of the theme of this reading overall. In the past, kind of the same. In the current situation, kind of the same. In the immediate future, kind of the same. Kind of. There's a back and forth. There's someone coming in, open-hearted. Look, this is what I got to offer. Take it or leave it. And the other person is like, okay, I'll leave it this time around. But then they come back. So it almost feels like bad timing, like when someone was available, the other person was not, or something like that, or just kind of not finding that same frequency in which both were open at the same time. It kind of feels like that. Now, in the current situation, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. There's a commitment here that carries the energy of an ending to it. But there's also confusion about this ending. Like, is it here? Is it not here? Is it for real? Is it? It's not non-acceptance, but it's confusion. You know, so man, I don't know. I don't see it like being done and over with. Maybe it is through words. Energetically, though, it's still here to mess things up for someone. In terms of they're kind of confused about it, you know? In the immediate future, the King of Pentacles, the Death card, the Eight of Swords, same freaking energy, just different approaches to it. It's like this butterfly effect. First something ends, something meaningful kind of seems to come to an end, and then it seems like everything is falling apart, everything is falling down, in all sorts of aspects, basically. Like it's this initial ending causes all of everything to fall apart, basically, at least in what the energies are bringing in. So let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me see the Ace of Swords. Ooh, too many. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. It's interesting because someone is somehow keeping their cool through all of this. And again, I kind of get the sense that that's you. Yes, there's a lot of overthinking. Yes, there's a lot of stressing out about it. Yes, there's, oh my God, it's happening. But beyond that, there's also that keeping your cool kind of energy, you know, standing in your power somehow through all of this. And still wanting to do something about it. Let's see. Let me see that Wheel of Fortune in the recent past. There's definitely been a back and forth about this in the past. And now it's kind of starting to feel more and more like it's coming to an end. But I don't know if it is coming to an end or if that's someone feeling that. Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles for the Wheel of Fortune. From pain into everything's going fine. I'm not going to give this up until it works out. Let me do that Seven of Swords. Three of Pentacles, the Sun, the Six of Cups. Same kind of deal. Same kind of deal. There is happiness here. There are things that are being put together and that are working in this situation. There's definitely a soul connection that's popping up here. It doesn't have to be commitment, like love necessarily. It could be a friendship. It could be a partnership of some sort. But man, it's a rough road. It's a rough road because I do see the energy of it, the energy of the soul connection, and it's happiness. It's all good times. Now, I don't know how much of that good time has been experienced here with all of the ups and downs around it, you know? But I see it functioning somewhat energetically. So working out somehow. It's just the way it's been handled on both parts. It's not only them, it's not only you, it's the both of you. One was pushing while the other one was pulling, and so on and so forth. So it wasn't necessarily a perfect sync. I don't see that in here. When one was willing to be there, the other one wasn't, you know? Let's do the Four of Wands in the current situation. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the High Priestess. Let me clarify the Ten of Swords before I get into this one. You could be dealing with two different situations here. And again, it doesn't have to be that, you know, it's love all over the place. Like, I'm with this person, but my heart is in this place with the other person. It could be that one significant connection is definitely attached to you in some way. And that could be a friendship or a family dynamic or whatever. But I feel like you're dealing with both at the same time. There's definitely a sense of commitment that makes sense for you. Like, from a logical perspective, it's like, I need to do this. I have to do this. It makes sense that I do this. On the other hand, the actual love, deep love situation that you've got going on, which I don't know what that is. You're manifesting it. You're wanting it to happen. There's a whole lot of love invested in this one, but it comes with the sense of an ending over it. Almost like a fear that it's not going to work out. I don't see them tied up. I see them tied up indirectly, but I don't see them tied up in the way of... I just see them running at the same time. But parallel, rather than intersecting. Let's do the Two of Pentacles. Oh, this Two of Pentacles could be the juggling. Now I'm dealing with this one, and then tomorrow I'm dealing with that one. Like, give me a freaking break. I don't want to deal with anything. You know? Who knows? For the Two of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands. Yeah, this kind of takes priority. The one of the heart kind of takes priority for you in terms of you may not want to be dealing with it. There is definitely a sense of loss, of ending, of separation, or whatever the case here. And because of that, you may be like, well, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to deal with it. Out of mind, out of sight. Which, you know, doesn't work that way. You know. And the heart loves, the heart loves. You can't stop it. You can tell it all you want to tell it. It's not going to stop loving. But you're trying. You're trying. And you're kind of heading in a direction that makes sense. Which is leading you into the mind rather than the heart. Because the heart, again, this is what's going on around the heart. And you don't want that. So, it makes sense you head in the mind space. Where you go with things that make sense. So, let's see the King of Pentacles in the immediate future. The Nine of Swords, the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune. The matter of the heart, if you keep on trying to ignore it, you basically are not aligning with how you feel. You're basically telling yourself, don't feel that because it's wrong. So you're not validating how you feel. That's definitely not alignment. When that happens within you, it's going to start showing up outside of you. And it's going to affect here and there all sorts of areas in your life. And this is probably the material world that's coming in, and it's showing me here a little bit of stress, a little bit of, oh my God, what do I do about this? I don't know. It's not necessarily starting now. I feel like this stress was there all along around this. It's like instilled. It's there. It's been there for a very long time. This stressing out about the material. How do I gain stability? How do I create that sense of, ooh, I got it, you know? No worries about whatever I have walking on because it's stable. And I feel like it's been there all along, and it's starting to show up even more pressing, I would say. And it's possibly because of this misalignment with yourself. But I do see that energy changing though. So even though it shows up as something that's been there all along, something that you probably disregarded, you were like, yeah, well, you know, I'm like this. I stress out about my job. Well, do you like being like this? You know, because that could be changed. There is a pattern here, and you can change that pattern. So I see something happening though, something changing in this department though. Let me do the Death card in the immediate future. The World card, the Star, the Hangman. It's like you're taking away from yourself. You have this wish, you have this, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a new job, it could be a career path, it could be a person, you know, love. It could be just about anything. And I see you kind of not giving up, but not doing anything about it. And that's where it all kind of ends, kind of dies, kind of fades away. It's like you're wishing for something really, really bad. And you probably place yourself in this energy of nothing I can do about it. But you're not walking away from it, and you're not going to walk towards it with nothing I can do about it, right? If there's nothing you can do about it, then obviously you're not going to walk towards it. So I see your wishes kind of fading away when you get into this mood, into this attitude about what it is that you truly want. You know, while you just stand by, basically. It all starts from that, just rejecting yourself, just not validating how you truly feel. It all starts from the place of love, unfortunately. But we don't see it that way, you know? If we kick ourselves for feeling what we're feeling, we're just not validating, we're just not aligning with what we're feeling. And again, that's going to come up. That's going to show up outside of yourself in some way. And yeah, it might show up in your career path. It might show up in your friendships. It might show up who knows where. Very randomly. But it's gonna. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Let's do the Eight of Swords. Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, King of Cups. There you go. There you go. I told you these energies are changing if you want to change them. It's a matter of stop saying to yourself, I'm like this, there's nothing I can do about it. And even in that, with the sense of discontent, a sense of unhappiness, where I'm going to tell you, yes, there is something you can do about anything. You can change pretty much anything about who you are, who you think you are, what you want. You know, because imagine it like this. You've been telling yourself a story about yourself your whole life. You can change that story. You can, you know, find a different conclusion to it, find a different body to it, just change the freaking story. And I see you doing it eventually, kind of following, even though you start off pretty stressed out, like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I don't know how to do this, because you're functioning under the old story. You just do it. You just do something you wouldn't have done before. You know, whatever's holding you back here, you just kind of go do it, whatever it is, and see how that changes everything. So you're going through a little bit of a struggle here by the looks of it, and it's all starting again from that place of just not validating how you truly feel in a particular situation that I don't even feel like it's here physically. It's just here to teach you things for now, energetically. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. You are growing. There's a whole lot of growth going on. Just keep yourself open, keep yourself trusting that yes, these energies, all of them, as much as you get yourself in that place of feeling stuck and feeling like nothing can be changed, nothing can be done, blah, 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 blah. The things we tell ourselves to stop ourselves. We all do it. You're not the first one. You're not going to be the last one, unfortunately, but there's a reason for that. And we can also change those things. So the universe is kind of showing me a lot of growth. As long as you keep yourself open and trust what's next, whatever that is. You don't have to know right now. You'll see. There's a whole lot of growth and a whole lot of courage and a whole lot of determination to keep on going in the direction that you're going, that's going to lead you towards stability, which is not that of, I gotta have $1 million to be stable. It's not in that. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.